Hey everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon HeartGold. Alright, in the last episode we took down Janine, the Fuchsia City gym leader. In this episode, we're going to go the long way from Fuchsia City back to Lavender Town. And you know what? This is such a long way that I'm just going to be speeding it up. And I'm actually going to try and ramble about some random stuff, maybe tell you some stories, and I'm going to have some music in the background, and if I run out of ideas, I'm just going to be speeding up the entire process. It's not really too hard. But anyways, this is part 93 of Pokemon HeartGold, so I've come quite a long way. I have 5 badges, so I'm actually nearing the end of this game at this moment. I think it's at the maximum 20 episodes left. So it's not too much of left of Pokemon HeartGold, and I actually began my Jurassic Park Operation Genesis playthrough like a few days ago, depending on or just the day when I'm recording this. So I think it's going to be pretty great. But yeah, I'm recording that thing with fraps, and it actually takes up a lot of space just because I have like full on everything. Like every 4 minutes it's like 4 gigabytes of hard drive memory. But it's not too big of a deal, since I record one session then save it, because every 15-minute video is like, what, 300 megabytes, so it's not too big of a deal. So I'll just delete them after I recorded them. But anyways, this is Pokemon HeartGold. As I said, we're going to be heading to Lavender Town the long ways. There's going to be a lot of trainers. You can obviously see in the background there's like a lot of bells going on. And anyways, at this moment, Sweden is really cold. It's a lot of snow, and it's not fun at all. It's hard to get to places when you're on bicycle. I'll hopefully soon get my driver's license. But that's just wishful thinking, or I'm hoping I will get it, because it's very soon and I'm going to have to study for that. And you know, study sucks, but it's really important. Just it costs a lot of money with these driver's license. It's just not too fun when you're getting bankrupt, or that you have like almost no money left just because you have to take your driver's license. I mean, I don't have any money left since my summer work that I had during the summer. If you didn't know that, I had one. And this girl's a Clefairy! Ha ha ha, I have to kill a Clefairy. Why did she use Slice Stream? I don't know. I didn't get a crit, but I get to get a Clefairy. But anyways, during the winter it's not fun. You can, it's like when it's like this, when there's snow and rain, it's like, I don't know what to call it, but it's just not a fun time at all. Sometimes when there's like ice, you see just ice, you can just slip and slide everywhere. You can just fall off your bicycle when you're bicycling. And I just went and healed there. As you can see, I did a little transition there. And I might just say a few stuff here, or I am going to say a few stuff. You might wondering what programs I'm using to record and edit my videos. Now, with these Pokemon HeartGold and Pokemon Blue that I'm doing at the moment, I'm using Camtasia to both record and edit the videos, just because I can't import them into Sony Vegas when they are Camtasia. When I record them with Camtasia, just because Sony Vegas don't support that. In Sony Vegas, I'm using for Black Ops or Call of Duty Black Ops. I'm using it for Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. I used it for the end of Pokemon Emerald. As you can see, the video quality drastically changed, at least in my opinion. Changed a little bit about the color correction, the color curves, the sharpen, and all that good stuff. It's just not really too hard to do if you know what you're doing. I mean, nothing is hard when you know what you're doing. Like doing. And yeah, maybe talk like a little story here. So yeah, if you didn't know, I have a dog that it's actually, he's a jag hunting cocker spaniel or something. I don't know how it's actually called in English, but here in Sweden we call it jakt cocker spaniel, and there's not too many of them, at least where I live, and where I kill charmers and squirrels and bulbasaurs. And yeah, I'm actually going to be going down to normal speed now, because there's actually going to be a thing here, because look who's over here, it's good old Suicune. And of course it's going to be helping away again. And hello there, Eugene, how you're doing, you stalker? Not again, no beer for them having followed here. Starting to understand what Suicune is after. To be honest, I would keep this information to myself, but that's why I'm sharing a clue with you. Hints that Suicune produces a hill place near water, somewhere north. I don't know exactly where yet. It will be just you and me. We'll find it out. I challenge you. Well, obviously I win, because I obviously know that he's obviously at the Cerulean Cape. But anyways, back to the story. He's almost 8 years old. We got him back in 2003, where he was the smallest one in his family, and he was the one sitting in a corner not doing anything. So we decided to buy him, and we actually got him cheaper than we actually thought we would get him, just because he was the smallest one. But now he's just, everyone is exactly or almost the same size. They are not too big, so they are very comfortable dogs. And yeah, a few years ago, or when he was only like a few months ago, we went in to have a long walk down at the beach when it was winter, like it was March or something. And we decided to go out on a little cape, or not cape, but a little bridge out in the water, just falling, and then it was ended, because people like to jump into the water there and have a bath, or have a little swimming ride. And we decided, me, my brother and my mother decided to go out there, because my brother was he was little basically, so he just wanted to go out there and have some fun. And then when he went out to the end of the bridge, my mother says to us, don't go out so long and fall into the water. And my dog came with us. And you know what happens? He jumps on my mother, falls into the water, and he got scared like shitless. That was not fun for him. So ever since then, he doesn't like. Oh my God, level 65 Magikarp! Oh my God, who has a level 65 Magikarp? Ever since then, he don't like water, even though we have a like a carnival or something. I don't know what it's called, but out there camping, and we like to stay on the beach there and swim. And sometimes he comes with us, but that's the only time he does that is when everyone in the family is in the water. And this guy actually has 6 Pikachu. What? These people are just wow. Why a Magikarp level 65, 6 Pikachus? They're just insane. They're just stupid, as I would call them. Wait, I don't know. But yeah, and let's continue on with some story, shall we? A few years ago, when I was in 6th grade, I was 12 years at the time, and I live on a small. You know, I live in Sweden, or you might not know that, but I live on an island called Gotland, and it's not often that we get to go to the main land, the whole Sweden. We are just a little island in the sea, the Östersjön as we call it. And it's not often that we get to the mainland. So one time we saved up a lot of money so we could go there. And we went to a place called Mora in the north, and there we did some activities like with paddles and cannon. we did some bathing in cold water, then going to a hot, I don't know what to call it. I don't know a lot of these words actually that I'm trying to explain here. But yeah, and we were at a place called Tom Tits, where there's a lot of experiment that you can like look at and have fun with. And I went to the bathroom there just because I had to do number 1 and number 2. No, not number 2, number 1 I had to do. And I actually forgot to lock the door. And I am so very smart. But what happened is, I saw the door as someone came into the bathroom, and you know who it was? Not a pretty girl. That would have been embarrassing, but this is also embarrassing. It was a blind man just walking there and just said like and then he was about to sit down, but he noticed, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like that just those things doesn't, like, never happens. It's just, I don't know. That's just weird, I gotta say. That's just really, really weird. So let me guys know, please leave a comment below if you can tell us a little bit about some embarrassing moments that happened in your life, like I've done now. And I'm just going to continue to talk about some random stuff that I may pop up in my head. Anyways, a few years ago, I went to the cooking class in, should we call it high school or should we call it gymnasium? I don't know, but I went there 3 years actually, from when I was 16 till I was 18, or yeah, when I was 16, 17 and 18 years old. And one time we got into the first year, we was in the big cooking room, or yeah, and we got a lot of good food, and it was just awesome. We got to cook ourselves for everyone, good food. Second year, we got to cook for everyone in the school that wanted to come and eat at us, and it was like 200 or 300 people at like that time. And see, it's a little bit glitched up there, so I had to restart my ROM. And sometimes there would come a lot of people I wanted to eat, and it was just fun. And sometimes we had to be in the one that gave them the food or picked out the dishes. And then in 3rd grade, we were just in these small kitchens, and we had to cook for ourselves, and we had to think about what we had to cook, and something trying to be original, like, I don't know, fish with bacon and I don't know, I can't really remember what I did, but, or I know what I did in Swedish, but not what it is in English. But yeah, and in this 3rd grade, one time one of my friends one of my classmates were cooking in the next to me. And he was about, he was about to pick out something from the oven, and it just exploded with a boom. So all the glass was all over the floor, and it says boom, and it was just like really weird. So that was not that really surprised me. It just said boom. And sometimes in the 1st grade, or at the end of the or when Christmas was near, which is now, which is pretty fun, we got to clean out the whole, like, the big kitchen, everything we had to do there. We had to clean everything in the kitchen, and it took hours and hours. I think it took like 4 or 5 hours to clean the entire kitchen. It was just insane how we had to do all different stuff. And actually, we are almost at the end of this bridge. I think in here that I didn't mention is that it was one house where you can talk to a guy and he will give you the super rod. I don't think I mentioned that. So let's you know, and I actually was able to come up with some stuff that I could talk about, which that's pretty nice, I guess. And let's exchange phone number. And look at this, we are now in Lavender Town again. And thank you everyone for watching and hearing what I had to say. So make sure to leave the rating that you think this video deserves. Make sure to leave a comment with your thought about the video. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.